bated breath after yesterday's loss because they're gonna need... Bark, this is sort of an interest... Oh, wait a second. GH, he actually has the kinetic fence fastened, and with that, he's gonna block Bark off from making it back to his tier 2. Ghost getting the right clicks in. Can he get the first blood? Yes, he can. The Lifestealer off to a great start as... doesn't really fall just yet. But this time around, Shiro, might be a bit too far forward here. Sumel's in on the Monkey King as well with the Orb of Corrosion. He's gonna pick up the kill. Don't have the Static Storm, but it looks like that's not going to be needed. Kinetic Fence comes through from the Disruptor. Good dead shot. They're still holding on to the Glimpse, and they're going to pull him back into the Wukong's command. Nothing to say. He's going to drop the board, but is he going to fall? He actually surviving for now, but Sumel, he's got the Fairy Fire and the Wand to keep him alive. Why? Walks forward on the Monkey King, and looks like he will do enough damage along with Planet to get the kill. But again, Planet, he might be paying for it with his life. Omar looking to get the body blocks up. GH really low, actually comes back in for a right click. And well, oh my god, Keeper of the Light gets himself another kill before he falls. Omar ultimately with the double though. Oh, down bottom. Bark gonna get caught out again with the help of the Static Storm. Sumel's here as well on the Monkey King. And Doom, he might have the Vanguard, but that's not enough to survive damage output of... up in the top lane. This time around, they're gonna find the Templar Assassin, and well, with the Wild Hunt Facet, those boards, they rip through the refraction so quickly. Shiro is gonna drop. Noob, though, might be in some trouble. Phoenix actually goes and commits the egg. They want to try and get the X mark off, but the glimpse on the Kunkka, they might not be able to find him. Bark comes in, though, and that should be enough for the cleanup. The Illuminate is there. Shiro around on the Templar Assassin. They could look to get this kill. There's no Blink Dagger available on Shiro. He's got the TP scroll, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to make it out of this one. Well, the dead shot is going to be committed. Shiro should end up dropping. GH is there with the fence for good measure. So Omar gets the credit. Down bottom though, Omar is going to get caught out with the Ghost Ship again, and the X marks the spot. Should be dropping here. There's some help coming in from Ghost. He did have the Infest, but doesn't seem like he got close enough in time. And well, that's going to be the death of the Muerta here. Team Tidebound buying time, if nothing else. The mid lane though, Noob. He's going to get caught out with the X mark. Still a minute remaining on the Aegis, but looks like they might be able to find Bark before that. That could be Doom down for the fight. No, he will get it off. Drops it on the Lifestealer. The Lifestealer has to get out of the fight. Sunray keeping him alive with the help of the egg. Well, that's the egg down, and only the Aegis was found here from the side of Team Tidebound, but maybe they can get some more. The Shiro is in on the TA, pumping out the damage, but Sumel, he's going to get some help over from Ghost with the Infest. Noob, in the meantime, trying to man up on the front lines. Omar did manage to clean up Bark, but Shiro just going off on the Templar Assassin, nearly takes down Noob. Ghost also dropping low, does not have the Infest, he will fall. And now... Omar again getting caught out with the Ghost Ship. They dropped the Will-O-Wisp as well. And well, the side blade damage, it might be enough. They're gonna pull him back with the Torrent though. Looks like Shiro Tidebound, they will be able to get the second Aegis. Scans up, Ghost looking to walk into this one. This might be a bit more than what he bargained for. He actually wants to try and take down Rush, but he's not gonna get it. Shiro picks up the Aegis. And Ghost, without the rage, is gonna have to walk back out. Thankfully, there is no Doom available for this fight, so that's the silver lining. They're gonna find the roar on the Kunkka, but the Admiral's Drum is keeping him alive for now. The egg as well forces the side of NIGMA Galaxy back. But Sumel getting caught out with the Torrent. No BKB, the Infest gets him some HP, keeps him alive for now, and Shiro, without the BKB, well, at least without the Aegis, is gonna fall to once. Nothing to say. Now, dropping on the front lines, and well, Noob taking a fat chunk of damage from that Melt Strike coming through, and Shiro slowly guiding his way backwards. He's got the refraction coming back up. He might be falling on the TA though, and looks like he will drop. The Sunray not enough to keep the Templar Assassin alive. Omar gonna turn things around here. Look to find Innocence on the Phoenix. And well, nothing to say. Again in the mid lane, just catching out New. I feel like I've been saying this all game long. He's gonna drop the Roar, but there's still the X marks a spot upon him. The Will-O-Wisp to catch him out, and that's gonna be the death of the Beastmaster. The magic nothing to say, smoked up here, but oh, looks like they managed to find Noob again up in the top lane. The Sunray just burning through the Beastmaster. Doom not even needed. And that's going to be Jen giving over even in this game. And Mark, when does he spot out? He sees Noob. He goes in with the congregations of the deep. They spot out the Beastmaster. He is dead. Despite the assault, Curious not nearly tanky enough to survive the burst coming through from Shiro. Look at this. Tidebound still waiting around in the area. Sumail, Noob, excuse me, he walked into the backline, but it's straight into the ghost ship, as well as the egg, and now Lifestealer doomed up. He is gonna be falling. No Lincoln Spear up for Ghost. Shiro with the double kill. They're gonna find Omar as well on the backline. And Sumail gets the hell out of dodge. Says, oh, if you've got any answer, hell, they might be going for the game, and GG's get dropped. That's it. NIGMA Galaxy, they tap out 35 minutes into this game. Team Tidebound, packing quite the punch. Also deals with the Medusa. Not a lot of good answers remaining in the pool for the hero, so very good ways of scouting things out with the Slug. They've got that's sort of what happens. He's gonna try to pull the wave, but looks like he might end up dropping here. Why? He deals a lot of damage with the Breed Fire and the Liquid Frost, and yep, Slark is gonna fall. Why? Gets the credit for that kill. Found it. Yep, he did. And Noob, well, he's just gonna move on to the jungle now with the level 2 Sandstorm up top, while GH ends up falling. Planet actually diving him on the Night Stalker with the help of the Iron Shell. Coast looking for the return kill. The Snake, is it gonna be enough? Yes, it is. Coast drops the Observer Ward. I think Omar knows where the Observer Ward is, as GH up top ends up getting dove once again, but they do find Bark in turn, but Planet might be able to get the cleanup here. Ghost really low on the deuce, and it's going to be a double kill for Planet. Top lane an absolute shambles as Team Tidebound just dismantle Ghost and GH. Back towards bottom, nothing to say. Afford to let him get away with free farm if you're the side of NIGMA Galaxy, because that's the answer to the Medusa. Back towards a triangle though, it looks like nothing to say might have walked a bit too far forward. Came into contest and will instead drop. Kill found by Noob, and now Omar has got the secondary kill lined up as well. They take down the Jakiro. Seems like he's stepping up top. Not too sure if he wants to take over this lane. He is dropping the epicenter, and well, he's gonna buy himself some time with that one. The Sandstorm also comes through with the Sentry Ward scouting him out perfectly in the Sandstorm, and Noob had just TP'd and up top. He's gonna get taken down as Shiro gets the credit for that kill. Planet scouting everything out on the Night Stalker. With that Dark Ascension, he's got all the vision in the world to work with, and he sees Omar still level 5 on the Slark. He should be dropping here, nothing to say. Gets the credit for that kill on the Bristleback. To get the tier 1 down in mid lane, but down bottom it seems like Ghost. He stepped a bit too far forward on the Medusa. The Macropie is going to be there. Ghost is dead. And again, NIGMA Galaxy just got her 5 Slark. And now up top, Sumail, he's gonna get clipped by the wall. He wanted to maybe try and find Planet, but instead he might end up falling here. The silence is gonna be there from the Night Stalker. Doesn't have mana for the Void. Will now pop the wall and get it, and well, that's enough to take down Sumail. My goodness. The Blink Dagger, despite queuing up the Vanguard, recognizing that he needs this initiation, otherwise this game could be rough. Ghost getting gone upon though in the mid lane. They need to come in quickly, otherwise this Medusa is going to be dropping. The Metamorphosis is committed, but the Medusa is dead. Maybe they can find some revenge kills now, as nothing to say. Tanks the Ice Blast with the Sunder is going to keep him alive. They do get barked though, and JH is going to get cleaned up by the Night Stalker. Omar now on the backline, still level 5 on the Slark, getting chased by the Terrorblade with the Metamorphosis. And Planet, he's in the vicinity. He's going to be able to get the cleanup. NIGMA Galaxy lose 3. And all they found for that was bark on the Darkseer. In the mid lane, and Planet, ooh, he's gonna spot out Omar. He's gonna jump in, but he gets the Crippling Fear off a bit too late. He gets the bounce away on the Slark, and now Sumail looking to turn things around with the help of the Roar. Can they find the Night Stalker? They're gonna try, but the Night Stalker still surviving. The Ice Blast not enough to take him down just yet. Noob with the Sandstorm trying to help his teammate survive, but the damage is too much from the Terrorblade. The Beastmaster goes down. Now Noob channeling the epicenter. The Vacuum comes through. The Sunder comes through as well for the Terrorblade. He's gonna be healthy. Gets the Sunder off on the Dew side. Now Noob is gonna fall. Shiro gets himself the double kill. Is the need of the hour, and Noob, he's got the Blink Dagger at the ready. They see nothing to say, channeling the epicenter. Planet's in the vicinity. The Ice Blast is gonna connect. Can they take down the Bristleback? Yes, they can. Kill goes over the way of Sumail. Uh-oh, Omar gonna get caught out on the Slark here, but does get the Shadow Dance and the TP out. Vacuum is there to get the cancel though. It looks like they are gonna be able to pick up the Slark with the help of the Dark Ascension. Solar Crest only delaying the inevitable. Planet picks up that kill. Some of these heroes, you maybe throw down the inhibit on the Bristleback, as they will take him down with the once, but it did come at the cost of the Roar and the DD rune, and now Barky's got the Vacuum at the ready. Sumail should end up dropping here, as they trade the Aegis for the life of the Beastmaster. He's gonna take down this tier 2 without much trouble. As down bottom, they want to go for the bigger pick-off here. They're gonna find Ghost on the Medusa, and you can see Ghost, despite that Diffuser Blade, not really going to be able to survive, dropping the Stone Gaze, trying to get away, but the damage is just a bit too much from the members of... Nothing to say, even has the Sanj and Yasha now, so he's got some survivability up against the Roar, and Omar, I believe, Nothing to Say, spotted him out. Nothing to Say. Well, he is gonna get caught out here. The Roar comes through, but the Ice Path counter initiation is there from Y, and Sumail starting to drop now to the Deucer Illusion himself. He is gonna end up falling. Shiro gets the credit for that kill. Omar tries to DP out on the backline on the Slark, but he's gonna get caught out by Planet and bot down eventually. While on the front line, Shiro on cleanup duty is taken down Ghost. And well, still working towards his Aghanim Scepter, but don't know if he's gonna have it in time for the next fight. Has Nothing to Say. They've spotted out Ghost in the triangle once again. Ghost gonna be forced to pop the Stone Gaze and disengage. He will get out of there, but it does cost him his ult. Omar now on the Slark, looking to get out as well, but Planet hot on his tail. He's got the Crippling Fear, and well, Shiro's there with the inhibit. You're gonna be able to get the kill on the Slark, and for the Terrorblade, and oh my god, Noob has to be a little bit careful over here. Does get caught out by the Vacuum and pop the Sandstorm, but yeah, he's gonna get forced to walk out of there. The Crimson Guard has now run out, and Noob is completely out of mana. He could end up dropping to the Illusions here, and he will. Shiro gets the credit for that kill. Cold Feet upon him. He will be stunned, but that's okay. Gonna pick up the melee racks and turn their attention towards the bottom tier 3. Back up to full HP, and I don't think NIGMA Galaxy, they've got enough in the tank to deal with the rest of the cores on the side of Tidebound. They will take out the Night Stalker, but the Vacuum Wall is there with the counter initiation. The stun comes through as well. What a beautiful Ice Path from the Jakiro, and well, that's gonna be the Beastmaster dead. 48 seconds, no buyback. Shiro chooses to disengage for the time being. Shiro's gonna get his hands on the Aegis, so you're gonna have to kill him twice if you want to win the fight here. And that might be too much to ask from NIGMA Galaxy. Noob is around though, channeling the epicenter. He's gonna go in. He's got the Gem of True Sight. He's all by himself though, and they've got the vision at the ready. They're gonna clean up the Sand King. Did manage to deal a lot of damage, but he was all by himself, and that's the gem given over too to the side of Team Tidebound. Yeah, he doesn't really have a lot of attack speed to make the most out of it. And well, when Ghost Manta style popped, Shiro, he's gonna pop the Metamorphosis and look to work away on this set of racks here. Sumail, he's actually gonna jump in, but it's on top of an illusion. He got the wrong roar off, and Shiro, he tanks the Ice Blast, but he's gonna get the Sunder off on the Jakiro. Beautiful Vacuum Ball. The Darkseer catches foe. No one died just yet, but so many ultimates expended by NIGMA Galaxy, and they got nothing off of that. Nada. Zero. That's the epicenter down, that's the roar down, that's the Stone Gaze down, that's the Ice Blast gone. And now Team Tidebound, they're gonna take away their racks as punishment. As Ghost TP's in on the Medusa, but he's not nearly as tanky as he thinks, already out of mana. GH, well, he's gonna try and delay the inevitable. He tries to throw his body, but Shiro doesn't bite. He first takes down Ghost. Omar gonna get caught out with the Vacuum as well. They take down the Slark, and looks like this might be it. GG is the call.